The following portion of Daytime is sponsored by the Jasin Facial Rejuvenation Institute. As we age, skin loosens, particularly around the neck area. If you're starting to develop turkey neck, we have a simple solution. The face doctor, Dr. Michael Jasin, is here from the Jasin Facial Rejuvenation Institute, and he is answering a viewer question about fixing a sagging neck. He's also brought along patient Debbie Alardi. Well, welcome to both of you. Let's get right into the first question, shall we? My neck is sagging, and I'm starting to look like my mother. What are my options?
Well, the good news for patients these days is that we have options available to us. Traditionally, it was a large incision facelift that was always done to correct a sagging neck, and now we have some small incision choices. So first option in my practice would be a neck lift, a Simplicity neck lift, which actually I developed in 1997 in response to a patient's request to treat her sagging neck but not have a facelift. So we had to figure out something else to do for her. This is an example of a neck lift with a 1-inch incision underneath the chin. We do liposuction of the neck first and some liposuction of the jowl. We also achieve some muscle tightening to get better contouring, and you can see how that angle that's been blunted in the neck by fat deposition and muscle laxity has been restored when we take the fat out and then tighten the muscle.
And there are no scars visible at all?
Well, there's that 1-inch incision. Usually most everybody has a scar underneath their chin from falling off their bicycle between the age of 4 and 6.
But
so it really fits right in there.
Right. Now, there's also the Simplicity lift, right? And that can help work on this area as well?
Yes, and that would be option number 2, would be to do a Simplicity lift. And that's our small incision facelift with the incision done around the ear. What we do with that is we'll do some liposuction of the neck through a 1-stitch incision beneath the chin, and again in that natural skin crease. If we need to, as we did with Debbie, we'll do some liposuction of the jowl to improve the jawline, and then we lift and tighten, and that accomplishes not only tightening of the neck, but also the cheek and jawline as well. So it gives a little more global effect than just being focused on the neck itself, like we do with the neck lift.
Wow, she looks a lot younger in that before, or after shot rather.
Right.
She looks fantastic. Now, you can get the neck lift and the Simplicity lift at the same time. Is that right?
Yes, you may. So for those who want maximal benefit in one setting, one procedure, we can combine a neck lift with the Simplicity lift, and that gives us the best of both worlds. We get the cheek and jawline nicely tightened, and we get the neck tightened from 2 perspectives, so we get better results than if we did with just one procedure.
And is the recovery time longer when you get both procedures at the same time?
Not really significantly. It's very similar to what we would get with either Simplicity lift or the neck lift by themselves.
All right. Now, Debbie, let's talk about your experience. How was it?
My experience was wonderful. I had done my research, so when I walked into Dr. Jasin's office, I was thoroughly impressed with his staff. He answered all my questions. I was very pleased. The procedure, I was very comfortable. And the best part is I was probably Christmas shopping 3 or 4 days after I had it done.
Wonderful. Well, we have before shots of you, Debbie, and we're going to take a look. And you're a fine-looking woman, but what was your issue here? What were you not liking?
I had the jowls. I had no jawline anymore, and I was not happy with that at all.
So you were looking older than you were definitely feeling.
Yes, absolutely.
And look at that. That's okay. Sorry to do this to you, Debbie. But 3 days after your surgery, you were out doing shopping.
Yes, and nobody, I mean, up until today, nobody would know I even had anything done. People just say, wow, you look really great. You look like you've lost weight, done something different to your hair. And I feel terrific. I'm thrilled.
It looks wonderful. And I like the fact that nobody came up to you and said, you've had work done. They just thought there's an improvement there, and we're just not sure what it is. But are you well, obviously you're telling people now what you had done.
That's an important point, though, because people really want to look natural, and it's a good thing that people don't just jump right up and say, hey, you had something done.
Right. Now, is it better to have one procedure at a time, or is it wiser to just get 2 done at the same time?
Well, the nice thing on the face is we can actually do multiple procedures at the same time without having the stress of the body metabolically like we do with body procedures where we're doing breast augmentation and liposuction and tummy tucks together. So we can do several procedures together, particularly when they're related, like a neck lift and Simplicity lift combined, or liposuction to complement the neck lift. So those are good things to do together. And actually, we can discuss that topic more on my return visit.
Wonderful. Well, Dr. Jasin, always a pleasure. Debbie, nice to meet you, and you look fantastic. Thank you both very, very much. To get your questions answered or to schedule a consultation with Dr. Jasin, call 813-975-3223 or log on to jasinfacial.com. Don't go away. Daytime will be right back. The preceding portion of Daytime was sponsored by the Jasin Facial Rejuvenation Institute.